All right, welcome to Wausau West Fieldhouse. We got myself, Dan Hine, Athletic Activities Director here, and former wrestling coach, and my partner tonight, Roger Marsh, also former head wrestling coach and assistant wrestling coach here at Wausau West. Welcome to the Wausau West Fieldhouse tonight, Roger. What do you think about this one tonight?
Hey, Dan, I think it will be a very exciting match tonight. I think we have some good matchups. I look at some of the place that the Menomonie wrestlers did at their regional, and it looks like a lot of their top finishers are wrestling against our top finishers. So I think it's going to be an exciting night and a great duel.
You know, that's how it should be. We are in the sectional finals. This is the last step. The team that wins tonight advances to the state tournament, and that's a big deal. We have the top 8 teams in the state then will wrestle off on the weekend of March 2nd and 3rd down in Madison. And this is one of the eight sectionals tonight in Division I. And Wausau West, no stranger to the state. Been down there, I believe, 6 out of the last 7 or 8 years, and like 10 years total since, 1995, I think, was the first year we qualified as a team. But Coach Faber's got his kids ready. He's got a great staff at Wausau West there, and Grant Pisek over there at Menomonie, great former wrestler for them, is their head coach, and also it's got a really nice young team coming up. So I think we're going to see Menomonie probably in this sectional realm here a few more times in the next couple of years. So great matchup all the way through, no doubt about it.
Yeah, Wausau West had all 14 wrestlers qualify for the individual sectional, and Menomonie has 13. And I see that Menomonie had 4 first place winners, champs at their regionals, and 3 others who took second. So about 7 kids of theirs was in the finals. Wausau West, I believe, had about 9 wrestlers in the finals.
Yeah, they had an impressive day over at Merrill. There's no doubt about it that they were on, and that's awesome for them. Another thing is, right now Menomonie is 20-1 in dual meets. They've only got 1 loss, and that was to Bayport, who's also in the sectional finals tonight.
Wrestling against Wisconsin Rapids.
Wisconsin Rapids, defending state champ, and then Wausau West comes in with 17-3 record. They had a loss to Holman, lost to Kakan earlier in the year, and a loss to Apple Valley, Minnesota. So pretty quality losses to those all the way around. So this could just be a great dual meet. Really excited about it. We're about ready to do our lineups here and get the national anthem going.
I would expect maybe in the lineup here tonight we might see a little bit of changes from what both teams used at the regional. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some little slight changes on both sides.
You know that's always good coaching strategy. And I think both teams well coached. They're going to look at the lineups. They're going to do what's best for their team. I think if they left it straight up, there's no doubt that Wausau West definitely got advantage. Menomonie might move some kids around just to see if they can pick up a few more points. And that's what I would do if I was in this situation. I would try to score as many points as possible and try to create the best matchups I can for my team. And I think Pisek will do that for Menomonie, and I'm sure Fabry and his staff will do that for Wausau West.
I also see for Menomonie at 145, they have a wrestler by the name of Mason Stockey, who actually began his wrestling career here at Wausau West High School, as his dad actually used to help coach football and did a little wrestling coaching here at Wausau West when he was a Phi Ed teacher, and then moved over to Menomonie. So kind of strange seeing that name on the opposing team's lineup when he actually started his career at Wausau West.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Wrestling names are wrestling names, and they seem to never go away. They're back all the time in quality. So I think that's really interesting. Now, we got a special guest with us here tonight. We got Coach Roosh, who I'd like to have take a chair and keep this thing going until I get right back, because honored guest that he is, all-star former wrestler for you here at Wausau West. Let's get Keith Roosh on the air with you a little bit, Coach March.
Okay.
Thanks for putting me on the spot, Coach Hine.
And actually, Keith has been experienced at advertising on the radio. All right. National anthem there. And I was kind of in a rush and made a mistake there. Coach Roosh said that you experienced that talking on the radio used to do some of the matches for Wausau West.
Yeah, I think I did all of 2 matches about 10 years ago, so that's a good deal. Lots of experience.
So
it should be a fun night, though.
Yeah.
Menominee's got a really solid team.
Yeah, and Coach Hein and I were talking about some possible changes in the lineup on both sides. That would be something that could be possibly expected, and it's just good coaching. And we also made a comment that we have one of the wrestlers at Menomonie at 145 who started out his wrestling career right here in this building at Wausau West. So talking about how unusual that seemed to have one of our old youth wrestlers wrestling against us.
Yep, yeah, he's a good student and a good wrestler. So that should be a good matchup between him and Ben Kostrowski, because Benny's had a little time out of the lineup, is back in now, and is a solid wrestler as well.
At the regional tournament that was held at New Richmond, Menomonie had won the tournament with 240 points over Hudson, who took second with 212. Wausau West was at the Merrill Regional, and they took first place with 257 points, taking over Merrill, who took second at 220 points. So kind of similar distances between first place and second place at both regional tournaments.
Yeah, from our side, we were somewhat surprised by that result because we know Hudson's got a really solid lineup. We wrestled them a couple times this year, and those were always very close matches. So Menomonie must have really picked it up at the end of the year. They got a solid lineup. I think they scored on 13 out of 14 weight classes at the regional. I think that's what really helped them out at that tournament.
Yeah. And we see, as it's saying, Menomonie has 1, 2, 3, 4 first place finishers once again, and 1, 2, 3 second place finishers, 4 first place, 3 seconds. So 7 kids that were in the finals versus Wausau West having 9 that were in the finals at last week's regional. Now we welcome Coach Hein back to the microphone as he was taking care of some business. And
yeah, the athletic director had to make a run up, and that would be kind of nice to have the awards to hand out at the end of the match, the medals and the first place plaque. Yeah, I'm not hearing you very good either when I'm on the microphone. So, does this turn us up? Is that better?
Yeah, that's a little better.
All right, testing. We got it loud and clear, I think now.
Yeah, it's pretty loud here. We really do have a good crowd. I look over at the Wausau West crowd, and it's pretty packed over there on our side. Not quite as packed as Menomonie's side, but that's quite a distance to travel for.
You bet, but they brought a fan bus over. You got to love that.
Yes.
High school that's bringing a fan bus over, and actually their principal right now is former principal here and a wrestler in his own right back in the day, David Munoz.
Yeah, he's assistant principal here.
He's the head principal at Menomonie right now, and he's over here with his boys tonight. And I don't know if I see him. I know he was talking to our principal a little bit before. Oh, yep, there he is up in there with his maroon tie on. But we'd like to welcome Dave over there and the Menomonie Indians to our. Is it still Menomonie Indians? Or?
No, I believe it's Menomonie
Thunder.
Menomonie mascot. Mustangs.
Oh, the Mustangs. There you go. We got a new name.
Used to be Menomonie Indians. Yeah. That was Menomonie team and Mustangs.
Welcome the Mustangs, and here we go. We're starting at 120 tonight, Roger, and I like it. I think this is a great matchup right away. We got a third place finisher in the regionals against the fourth place finisher in the regional. Hunter Keel's coming back. He's been out a lot of the season because of injuries and illness, and I think this is a huge starting place for us. He was third at the regional last week, and I believe the Menomonie boy was like fourth, and I really think that this is going to be a great start right here. See which one's going to get their team off to a great start. 120 pounds. Again, they draw for the starting weight class. Draw it out of a hat. You can pick any number between 1 and 14, and they drew out this weight class, so this is where we start, and I see both teams sporting their gold singlets tonight.
Yep, both in gold.
That'll make it interesting for the referee.
Menomonie has the picture of the Mustang on the back of their singlet, and Wausau West has stripes alongside, so for those who are watching it, you're able to tell the difference. So Wausau West, once again, with stripes along the singlet, Menomonie has a mascot symbol on their back.
And our official tonight is Bill Coker. Does a really nice job. He's one of the best referees, I think, around the area. So we're in pretty good hands with a good WI official here doing this match for both teams and for the safety of our wrestlers. And it shouldn't be any other way when you get to the sectional finals right here going to the state tournament. It should be done by top quality, and we got a good one in Bill Coker. Not a lot of action right away so far. We got this kind of tying up, and it's kind of traditional Hunter. He mixes it up and stays in good position. Thing is, he's really athletic. He's quick, and once he turns it on, he's in and out. Most people don't know where he went. So Menomonie boy made a nice shot. But no points. It's kind of going back and forth here.
Doing a little hand fighting, a little feeling each other out, and what technique will work for them on the mat. Menomonie with a shot, but too far outside. Hunter working on that arm. Competition goes back in. Our wrestlers once again here for Wausau West is Hunter Keel. Wrestler for Menomonie is Drew Kress.
Do we have grades in either one of these? I know that Hunter's a junior, and so is Gress. So we got a junior against a junior here going for first match of the night at 120 pounds, and we got 27 seconds left in the first period. No score. Could be an interesting duel tonight if we stay matched up this equally. Could be a long and interesting night. I think sensing the Menomonie boy is getting like a little tired already. Kind of walked back a little bit slow to the center. And right there, that was a nice shot on Hunter. Nice shot. He's got to finish this. Got to elevate that up. Oh, that should be two. You bet.
That's two.
Nice job.
Nice takedown.
You bet.
Really did an excellent job of keeping his toes in and keeping his knees up.
You know, it was interesting, though, because I watched the Menomonie boy when he came back, and I could just tell he was like heavy, kind of breathing kind of heavy, and like he wasn't really intense when he got back there. And Hunter must have sensed that, too.
Hunter was locking up that cradle there, too, but ran out of time. So the score at the end of the first period, 2-0, Wausau West, Hunter Keel in the lead. Hunter Keel chooses down at the beginning of the second period.
You know, that's a big 2 points. You get that 2 takedown, no escape. It's 2-0 at the end of the first period. Score late in a round like that, that's a big bonus. Kind of, breaks the other guy's will a little bit. That's big. I think starting a match out like that, good job for Hunter Keel.
We had a caution there at the beginning of the second period. Looks like Menomonie trying to look for a tilt. Out of bounds, they move him back to the center of the mat. No change in positions.
Hunter comes up with a nice stand-up right away. Nice.
Oh, got escape.
I tell you again, it comes back to attitude is everything. You could just tell when he went down there. He was coming out. And Menomonie guy come in, kind of slow. And
he gets that arm tied up, but he has to get his head in better position, Hunter does. He got to get that inside head position.
Got a 3-0. 1 minute, 30 seconds left in that second period here. You wonder when they're coaching and stuff like that, how much strategy you got going on here, thinking if you're sending your guy out there to get a pin or be in a good position.
Nice countering by Hunter Keel. Menomonie in on a good shot, but couldn't finish it off. Hunter did a great job of sprawling out and countering and getting 2 points, and has a 5-0 lead with 1 minute left in the second period. Hunter looking for his tilt.
I'd like to see him hit that cradle right out of that tilt.
Yeah, I hear Coach Bonstetter over there yelling, "Cradle it, cradle it."
Should he hit that nice tilt and came right back up. He should have slapped that cradle on. And
when I heard that over there, I had to turn around and look. I thought it was Coach Heinbach over there coaching, saying, "Cradle it, cradle it."
That Bonstetter, he's one gifted coach, I tell you. He knows his stuff.
Learn from the best.
Yeah.
Oh. We got Menomonie with escape, 5-1.
First points of the match.
About 15 seconds remaining in the second period. 5-1. Wausau West in the lead.
This is, I think, is a good starting weight class for Wausau West. Get a good draw here, and their studs are coming back to back now, 26 and 32 for Wausau West, 2 state finals from last year, and I think that's a nice way to start out the duel for Wausau West.
Yep. Menomonie at the start of the third period here chooses down, and Hunter is taking the optional start on top. Will probably release Menomonie. Doesn't. Follows through. These are the Menomonie records.
So how many Menomonie get on to sectionals?
They got 13 through.
They did?
The only one who
impressive.
did not get through was the 138-pounder.
Wow, that's impressive.
So 14 for us and 13 for Menomonie. Once again, they had 7 wrestlers in the finals of the regional tournament. Hunter trying to work on that cradle. He's got the arm tucked.
He's got to pick up his pace a little bit. You got to be out there with a sense of urgency to get get as many points as you can. Looking for a major decision here to get that 8-point lead and pick up that extra team point. You're in the sectional team tournament. You want as many points as you can out of every one of your wrestlers.
And Menomonie boy peeling the hands off in the cradle. Tries to stand up. Hunter did a good job of getting the leg, and they go out. So bring him back to the center of the mat. There is 1 minute and 15 seconds left in the match. Once again, Wausau West 5, Menomonie 1 in this individual match. 5-1 Wausau West. Hunter's got the arm, trying to look for a half. Got a good breakdown, but Menomonie boy is getting back to his base. Hunter's got to keep on bumping and keeping that Menomonie wrestler broken down. Looking for a little bit of a cheap tilt here. If he can get that elbow hook, there's some points. Ooh.
Run it. Run that half. Just drive it. Run it.
He's got that half and far arm. If he can get out there and bump it, he's got to bump it. Yep, got to extend it and bump it. Menomonie kid is resisting it. No points. Menomonie up for escape. The Hunter hangs on. 34 seconds remaining in this third period. Hunter Kiel winning 5-1 for Wausau West.
There should be a caution. You can't lean on the back like that before you start. That's optional start. He's
Hunter
close.
looking for that cradle yet.
Yeah.
Still isn't giving up on that, getting the extra team points here. It's not just trying to ride him out.
Hunter really should have had that locked up a couple of times tonight. He's pretty good at the cradle usually.
Doing a good job of controlling it. We have about
5 seconds left.
Goes with a possible tilt. No points again.
Good
3
start.
seconds.
Good start for the Warriors. Hunter
And
Kiel.
that's the end of that first match. Once again, Hunter Kiel 5 against his opponent Drew Kress with 1. That will give Wausau West 3 team points. So the team score, of course, Wausau West 3 and Menomonie 0. Now at the next class, we have Colin Bain for Wausau West, who took first place at the regional last week, and defending state champ against Hayden Slow. And Hayden's record is 18-10.
Well, I haven't seen anybody close to Colin Bain. Yes. I haven't seen anybody close to Colin Bain this year so far, and I don't expect that to be any different.
I think you'll see Colin. You'll go after the pin as quickly as he can.
Yep.
That would be Colin Bain's way, and there he goes trying to drive that cradle already. Menomonie wrestler doing a nice job of trying to extend that left arm so Colin isn't able to cradle, but Colin is a very good wrestler at getting that cradle. Excellent from his feet, excellent mat wrestler. Switching off from one side to the other, still trying to get that cradle.
Colin does a nice job of really keeping people tight. He's so quick, he can go out the front and get back in good position and not really lose a beat. I think if he doesn't get some back points pretty quick here, he's going to let him go and get a fresh start on his feet.
Also, Menomonie boy needs a wrestle on there. He's not really trying to improve his position very much, and they need to be careful of the call for stalling, but I'm sure he's more concerned about not getting pinned than getting called for stalling.
They did a nice job of probably scouting us because this Menomonie boy is doing a good job of blocking off that cradle. He's really turning away from it, does a nice job.
Colin looking for a stack here, tilting. Got 20-some seconds left in the first period. It's getting scored 2-0 in this match. Colin definitely not giving up. He's definitely on the attack. Definitely has some back points.
Got a nice tilt there, brought him up on top of his hip.
3 points with about 8 seconds left. Score is 5-0.
You know, that's the thing in a do meet like this when you're wrestling a defending state champ and your kid's pretty tough. A lot of times you do. You tell them your strategy. This is about teams. So you tell your strategy, hey, don't get pinned. Don't give up any more than 3 points. That's a win for your team when you're going against the defending state champ and ranked number 1 in the state right now, as well as being the champ last year. So giving up 5 points at the end of the first round, probably a mild victory for Menomonie wrestler. Got a 2-point reversal with a nice switch. Colin stepping over, coming up on a stand-up and a nice step over. So we got 7-0 lead. And as I expected, you know, he's going to take down a release here.
Oh, nice duck under. Beautiful duck under. Quickly watch to see if he can get a tilt there, but he didn't. But still looking for that tilt. He's digging his heels in. If he could dig his heels more, he's getting the count here. He's got 2 points. Two-point near fall is 11-0. We got a minute and 15 seconds left in this second period. 11-1, excuse me, not 11-0, but 11-1. We have another release here. 11-2, 9-point lead.
Nice thing with 2 points.
Follow his legs up, get some back points maybe with it. But, impressed with the Menomonie boys doing a nice job and not trying to expose his back.
He knows where his back is. He's doing a good job with that.
It's hard to compete against a senior of Colin Bain's ability when you're defending state champ and you're in here as a freshman.
Oh, this Menomonie guy's a freshman?
Yes.
You know, I got to tell you, Menomonie's got a young lineup, and they're going to be around for a few years with these kids.
Yeah, and their lineup that we have in front of us, they only have one senior, and with a possibility of maybe shuffling their lineup at the next weight class where they may move a senior in at 132.
This guy's cradle locked up.
Out of bounds, though.
He'll pull him back on.
Which he's doing. He's trying to skate him back on, but he isn't able to do that. So in the second period, the score is 15-2, 13-point lead. Menomonie's wondering what to do. Going to choose top position. So that means if Colin gets a reversal, the match is over. If he gets an escape, he'll need to take him down to his back to try to get a pin. Now 16-2, 14-point lead, 1 more point. So the idea would be to take him down right to his back if you wanted to try to get the pin.
We have a question for you that's not even related to wrestling. Who sang the national anthem tonight?
That was a tape.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I had Mr. Book here to sing. He was supposed to sing the national anthem for us. I'm surprised he didn't come over here and introduce himself. So,
and that's
gotta run out of here. All right, here we go.
18-2. So that would be 5 team points. Team scores 8-0. For Wausau West, we'll be moving in Joe Umlauf at 132, and I think that Menomonie might be doing a change. I think they're going to be moving in his brother. They have scheduled in a Logan Schlaw, who was the brother of the 26-pounder, is a sophomore. But I think they're going to be bringing in Logan Scrobrotten. Yes, they're making a change. Menomonie's making a lineup change here. Moving in a senior here who has a 12-10 record. And I think with the idea that they're going to moved the wrestler who was scheduled to wrestle against Umlauf up to 138, and probably expecting that they would gain some team points here.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. Really, Joe's as good as anybody in the state, maybe the best, and their 32-pounder is pretty good.
Yeah, their 32-pounder is 38-3, and he took first place at the regional as a sophomore. And boy who was scheduled to wrestle at 138 has a record of 9-8. So you're moving kid who probably would have gotten beaten here against Joey Umlauf and move him up a weight class.
We got a pin here at 132 with Joe Umlauf getting the pin.
And I think we might see a lineup change here for Wausau West now too, as a possibility.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
No, I guess not.
Josh would be our guy, and
I thought they were talking about moving Tanner Bain, who had wrestled at 145 for us part of the year, but it looks like they're not. It looks like they're putting in Josh Knoll. So here we are, a team score of 14-0. We're at 145 pounds. We have, 138, and we have Josh Knoll for Wausau West, who's a senior, and going against, I believe,
Logan Schlaw from Menomonie, who has moved up from 132. Right. Good move on their part, but I think Josh is going to give him a run. I think Josh is. This is a challenge where you want your wrestler to take this on and say, hey, you want to move your guy up, we're going to take it, and we're still going to beat you with our guy. And that's what I would be wanting my wrestler to do if I was the head coach at West, and coaching Josh as a freshman. That's his mentality too. It's just kind of made me mad. Started out with a nice shot, good counter by Menomonie. Goes ahead 2-0, getting a takedown in the first period over Josh Knoll from Wausau West.
The most important thing here for Wausau West, Josh Knoll, is that he has to stay in good position and not get sloppy.
And that was not a good position right there. Right. He did a nice shot, but he hesitated, and you can't hesitate against good wrestling.
When he was wrestling at the regional last week, he was beating wrestler pretty good and started wrestling sloppy, and the score got closer and closer because he just wasn't maintaining good position and making good attacks. He still won the match, but we need one of his better performances here. Once again, Menomonie at the takedown, score of 2-0. We have about a minute and 10 seconds left in this first period. Team score of 14-0, Wausau West in the lead.
I wonder if they weighed both these guys in at 132, and then Menomonie won the draw, so we had to put our guy out there last week, Les. Or did Josh weigh in at 138?
I would assume Josh weighed in at 138.
I know he's been wrestling 32 a lot this year, so. 2-1, 45 seconds left in the first period. Josh Knoll's one of those kids too that can catch you big. He likes the front head stuff and run the pipes over, and he's been known to catch kids in bad position and getting big points out of it.
Yeah, he has some pinning combinations, but sometimes he gets a little too anxious for the pins and puts himself in awkward positions. So right now they're both hand fighting, both trying to stay in good position. Josh trying to get that front headlock on him yet. Oh, nice high crotch shot by Menomonie. Josh needs to get that leg back. 2 points, Menomonie. Nice high crotch, a double leg by Menomonie there. Score of 4-1. End of the first period. Green's choice. Wausau West is going to defer. Menomonie chooses down.
I think it's interesting. I've just kind of sensed that the Menomonie kids are a little bit tired and sluggish a little bit. I almost like to see him try that roll there, and Josh hits that half and pick up a nice pinning combination out of it. One escape, Menomonie, and actually that kid did a nice job of controlling that hand. Logan did a really nice job of isolating hand control and getting his hips out. This kid's pretty tough sophomore.
Josh has got to get that leg away more. Keep that leg backed up. Just sag away on that.
Yeah. He's got to get on his offense. Right now he's all defensive, and that's not going to score points for him.
Looks like he's looking for that front head and nothing else. Do you notice that Menomonie is doing a lot of trying to get the wrist tied up to their hands on one of our wrists, and technique that Wisconsin Rapids has always been good at. And I see over on the Menomonie bench there, they actually have an ex-Rapids wrestler that's kind of coaching with them.
Who's that?
His last name was Brame, I believe.
Oh, yeah, I see him sitting over there.
Sitting next to Grant Peisig, the head coach.
I was kind of thinking that was this should have backfired for Menomonie, moving up a sophomore against our senior, who's been doing pretty good at 132 most of the year. I know that Romhoff came down, so they switched around, and I'm thinking tonight they must either not weight them both in at 32, or we got to put a guy out there first, because I think we're to try to match up Joe Romhoff against this kid if we could have.
Yeah, we have Josh Knoll with a record of 29-14, going against Menomonie, who has a record of 38-3 as a sophomore, one weight below Josh. But of course, Josh is really not a 38-pounder. He's more of a 32-pounder, and wrestled 32 earlier in the year until Joe Umlauf went down to 132. So probably size-wise, these two boys are probably close to being same naturally. There's Josh with one of his attempts, but the move just wasn't there. And Menomonie scores 2-point takedown. We have a score of 5-1. Menomonie in the lead with about a minute 45 remaining in this third period.
38-3. That's a pretty impressive record for a sophomore.
Yes, it is.
At 132 pounds. I tell you, I think Menomonie is going to be a tough team to keep out of the state tournament with their team depth when they got all those young kids in their lineup and some pretty impressive records. A lot of double-digit win wrestlers, 29s, 30s, 35, 38. That's impressive.
Yes. Of course, their best wrestler, Eric Peisig, coach's son. It's a senior with a record of 41-0, is undefeated.
Actually, he's the head coach's brother.
Yeah, head coach's brother, and
Grant
his dad
is the head coach of dad's a volunteer coach
assistant coach here. Yep.
Josh got to open it up and go big here. With third period, he's down by 4.
With approximately about a minute and 3 left.
He's got to come up, take a few chances, and open this thing up.
Now, if we think about team scoring here, so if this wrestler would have wrestled Joey Umlauf and say that they would have lost by decision instead of a pin, and thinking that their normal 38-pounder here couldn't win, they would lose maybe by another 3-point team.
Yep,
it'd be 6 us and 0 them. But right now, we picked up 6 points with that pin by Joey Umlauf, and they lose 3 here. So I guess team-wise for Menomonie, it makes sense to make the shift that they made.
No, I think that was a good move on their part.
Josh can
probably thinking he's not going to beat. He's not going to beat him anyway. So why he's got to wrestle him Saturday probably for the first place finish at the sectional. So
5 seconds left. 1 point green for stalling, but Menomonie gets 2 takedown. So score there is 7-3. Menomonie wins that match. That'll put the team score at 14-3. Wausau West in the lead. Now we're coming up with a good match here. Two boys who actually know each other. We got Ben Kostrowski from Wausau West, a junior, against Mason Stocky, a freshman. And once again, Mason started his wrestling career out here at Wausau West High School in our youth program.
Yeah, actually his dad coached with me for a couple of years in our wrestling program here. And Mason was just a baby, so.
Mason looks like he's pretty good size, 145-pounder with.
It's very tall.
But Ben also has some length on him. Both boys are kind of built a little similar.
Yeah, neither one's going to win the curling contest, but both tall, athletic.
Shot by Ben, but
Mason in on a double leg single switch. Now he's almost 2 takedown for Stocky here, takes the lead.
2-0. Ben's got to get up to base.
Mason took second at their regionals over there
and
on
Kostrowski
Saturday, and I
also
think
took
Kostrowski took second too, didn't he?
Yes.
So, really this could be the match for who goes to state.
The sectional next week,
could
right? Could be. Depends if their number one and our number one both go. But
yeah, but I know that the Koski is really close to Stocky. Stocky's been 1 point match of him both times he's wrestling this year, so he could beat the kid from Hudson on a good day, and I think Ben could beat the DC Everest guy on a good day.
So headgear adjustment there for the timeout. We are at 34 seconds remaining in this first period. Caution on Wausau West. Ben's got to stay up in his base. He's letting Stocky control him down there. Stocky has a really tight waist there. He's really wrapping an arm around.
He's got to get back up to his base, and he's going to look for some points here. Can't let this match end up with a 2-0 lead at the end of the first period. Just want to be in this 2-1 you can live with, but 2-0 is not a good first round for Benny.
That's the end of the first period. Score 2-0. Stocky from Menomonie in the lead. Once again, team score 14-3. Wausau West in the lead. Kostrowski chooses neutral. But that kind of concerns me a little bit because that sends a message to me that he's not feeling confident in scoring from the bottom there.
Right, and he got taken down in the first period, so but that's what you're getting paid the big bucks for as a coach. You got to know your wrestlers and what they do best and put them in their best position whenever you get a chance.
Stocky really controlling that arm on.
They do a lot of that 2-on-1, don't they?
Yes, they do.
It's kind of like we're watching Wisconsin Rapids wrestle here.
Oh, Ben, you can't leave that leg hang out. He left that leg hang. Kostrowski has to scoot his hips up and around.
Scoot up there. He might get the takedown here.
He's got to scoot those.
Oh, no, don't turn over that way.
I would call that potentially dangerous almost against Stocky's arm there.
Got to get his hips up, turn the corner. Bill's doing a good job, the referee, of not giving points yet because this is a scramble. Neither guy has really got this.
Both ways.
Now that should be 2 Wausau West. That was nice.
2-point takedown for Kostrowski.
Yeah, I got to give the official a lot of credit on that, though. He didn't make that call until it was done. That was a nice call by Bill Coker, the WI official, because a lot of them would have gone 2-2, and that would have been a wrong call.
Or they might have had even stopped it because of it being potentially dangerous, or some might even call it a stalemate. But they're both potentially able to score there, but Ostrowski toughs it out. 2-2, 15 seconds remaining. Out of bound, they're going to bring it back to the center of the mat. 14 seconds left in the second period. We have a tie score, 2-2.
Be important for them. If we can ride them out here, I think it's our choice. No, it's their choice because we chose neutral, right?
That's correct. We chose
neutral.
That's
huge.
The back points.
Oh man, that was so close. That's
right
two.
There.
Oh my gosh, Coach Marsh, he had 3 1 counts. That is as close as you're going to get to not giving up 2 points.
I think
man,
in between those
Ben.
two tilts, ref should have been started to count sooner than what he did.
Yeah, I think so.
He waved it off, and then he had him tilted again for points, and he didn't start in time. I think Ben should have had a couple of points there on his tilt. Good job, though. Now he needs to control him here on top. We have
he can get a tilt here.
Tie score 2-2 going into the third period.
And break him down, get him broken down. Benny's pretty good at that tilt. He's got it. Well, I thought he had that crossbody wrist right. He missed it.
Ben's he's got good tilts. He also can be good at the cradle. But he needs to make sure that he is in control and breaks the opponent to his hips here.
He's going to warn Menomonie for stalling. He's not doing a whole lot to try to get out.
Ben's got to suck that elbow in there on that cradle.
He's got to stay in really good position.
Have
He's
it locked
tied right
all.
now.
Got to bump the hips. Ben, got to bump those hips. Drive it.
I think he's got to call him for stalling pretty quick here because Ben's working really, really hard to turn him. And, the Menomonie wrestler really isn't trying hard to get out. He's, I think, conserving his energy. He's going to save it till the last 30 seconds. And, Ben's doing a nice job of going side to side and looking for different pinning combinations. And get your hip up. Keep going. Keep working your hip up.
I'm kind of surprised here that this ref hasn't been calling anything on stalling on the bottom.
Should be. I really think he should be. I really think that Ben is really working hard, and I really think he's definitely the dominant wrestler right now.
Okay, this gives Menomonie a fresh start here on the bottom with 42 seconds left in the third period. So Ben, once again, needs to continue to control and ride on the top and look for a possible turn. Ref's looking. There's that warning for stalling.
Really should really be a second call already.
We have 22 seconds left.
See if Ben can get a tilt here. That would be pretty sweet. He's got it right there. He's got it. Oh, it's so close.
That tilt.
How many times is he going to get a one count?
Don't get scored on. You got to stay in good position here. 8 seconds, 7 seconds.
Squirt your hips up.
He scores on and gets 4 seconds left.
That is really too bad.
4 seconds left and he gets reversed.
Oh man!
And then he gets 2 near fall. That's a.
I don't agree with that near fall.
That was a 6-2 score.
And it was really a 0. It should have been 2-2, and should have been 4-2. We should have had a couple of near falls in there. I just think that was.
Okay, so here we are, 14-6 team score. Wausau West still in the lead, and we're at 152. For Wausau West is Travis Henninga against Cole Bartz for Menomonie, who is a junior, has a record of 25-14.
He won this. These are 2 regional champs right here.
2 regional champs.
It should be a good match, but I don't think so. I think Henninga's in a different league.
And what is Henninga's? Henninga's going to go after that pin. Henninga's got a record of 40-2.
Yeah, I think this is a
40-2 against 25-14. 2 juniors.
Thinking their sectional regional must have been pretty weak.
We need Travis hopefully end up getting a pin for us here at this weight. Would be team-wise what we would really need. Score is once again 2-0, minute and 30 seconds left in the first period. Once again, Wausau West with the stripes along the side, both sides of the gold singlet. Menomonie with a gold singlet and their mascot on the back side of the singlet. Hennigan in on a single leg shot. Cuts across for a double leg. Gets his 2-point takedown. Score now is 4-1.
I'm thinking he's going to try to go upper body with him here, let him go and go big here. I see a lot of these West wrestlers sporting some tattoos these days.
I just noticed at the same time on their back, and we could probably bet a lot of money if we were bettors that they're.
I wonder if his mother knows
that they're not permanent tattoos. They're pretty much stick-on tattoos, but.
Oh, really? You think? I was thinking they all went to the tattoo parlor yesterday.
Travis looking in there to look for a cradle or a half. Gets the arm hooked. At the arm hook. At the far arm. He's always going for a half on the far side with that hook, but he doesn't keep that elbow secured back on the left-hand side. Trying to get that hammer. He could look for a tilt right here off of that wrist ride. Tilt him right here. Dig his heels in and tilt. Looks like he just wants to stay with the hammer and trying to get the arm across the back.
I think he's trying to wear him down. And probably a good first round. 3 takedowns, 6-2. I think that's a good first round for Travis.
Once again, we got 2 regional champs going after each other here. Travis looking for a throw here, I can tell it. Well, it looks like that other wrestler was going to try to look for a head throw there, but Travis ends up with a 2-point takedown. 8-2. I could see Travis reaching back, and he was going to look for his head steal. He has an awesome head throw.
I don't think this guy's going to tie up with him. I give Grant Peisig a little credit because he did a nice job of scouting our kids. Stay away from some big move stuff, moving the lineup around at 132, moving up to 138. Defending the cradle against our 120 weight class and not going upper body with Travis Henning. I think this guy's...
Travis, too. You can tell the guy now, though, is just looking. Every time Travis comes up with that overhook, he's ducking out of it and getting out. And he's going to give up a lot of takedowns that way, though. It's a score of 10-4 right now with about 1:05 left in the second period. 10-4, Wausau West, Travis Henning. Downs are going to bring it back to the center of the mat. 1 minute left in the second period.
How great is this guy?
He is a junior.
2 juniors against each other. Both these guys will be around next year. This is actually a good match for Travis to change it up a bit. That was a really nice single and follow through on that. And he needs to do that. I mean, he needs to be able to vary his takedown from upper body to his singles, and that's nice to see him open it up and do a really nice single leg takedown, follow through. Coach, nice takedown.
Coach Fabry told Travis to release him at the start, give him 1 point. So the score is 12-5, Wausau West. You can tell the way he's setting up there. He's looking for that, but now he's going to look for that front head drive to a pin. Gets him going the other way.
Got him.
Steve Monk used to do all the time, and Steve Monk used to wrestle for us at times. Take him the other way. There's a pin.
That was a nice job by Travis heading you.
Nice job. He knew he wasn't getting that head throw, so.
That kid was really defensive, and he took it upon himself to just put him in a bad position, horse him over. He knew his job, and he got it done. No doubt about it. 6 points for the team is what they wanted from heading it. Beat a regional champ. That's a big match for the Warriors.
Score of 20-6, Wausau West in the lead. Now we're going to head into the 160-pound weight class, and for Wausau West will be Jared Mazinski, and for Menomonie will be Josh Waddell. is there a change here?
No, I think
Josh
it's Waddell.
I think they might have, Menomonie said they might have a change up at 182. But at this weight class, Josh Waddell, who is a sophomore, 29-8 record, took second at the regional. Jared Mazinski also took second at our regional. And Jared's record is 36-9. So 36-9 against a 29-8.
Sophomore against senior.
And Jared has been wrestling really well this year. We've talked in some of the duels that we broadcasted, and he's just a hard worker, nice kid. Really has improved on his takedown skills over the last couple of years, and he just keeps on going. He definitely has a plan when he goes in that match and definitely tries to execute it.
You know, this guy right here probably would have won the regionals if it hadn't been for the Hudson kid that came down from 170, who was ranked like number 2 in the state at 170. He came down to 160.
Jared does a nice job keeping his toes
really
in.
Nice
He gets
technique.
2. Yeah, I tell you, he is a champ at that, keeping his toes in. It might be a little questionable if one of those toes were out, but we got the break on that, and Jared comes up with 2 points with about 1 minute left in this first period.
Knows where he is all the time. Did a really nice job on that.
Menomonie up on their feet. Jared trying to control and get him back to the mat. Menomonie cutting away. Jared shoots in on that leg, remains in control, switches to a double. Get your hips in, Jared. Hips in and low. Oh, he's going to get that leg. He's going to look for back points here. He's going to look for a tilt. Ooh. No points for release. That was a nice wrestling on Jared's part. He saw that arm was available, and he was going to take the arm and the leg and try to get some back points. We have about 20 seconds left. Once again, 2-0 first period. Oh, gave 1 point escape on that. That was a close call of being out of bounds, but with 12 seconds left, Menomonie gets that 1 point, so a score of 2-1. And that's the end of the first period. Menomonie's choice. They defer.
Jared will go down.
Chooses down.
2-1, beginning of the second period. Wausau West up by 1.
Had a good match going on here. Good crowd.
Yeah, this is a really nice crowd for
night.
sectionals.
Jared's got that front headlock, taking the kid to his back. You got to turn your hip down, Jared. Oh, Jared.
Gave no points there, huh? They should have had 2 and 2 at minimum.
If he'd have just dropped his hip down on that, he would have had the Menomonie kid on his back and possibly getting that pin.
I mean, here's another Menomonie guy just breathing hard. I
kind of noticed that too.
I'm still not in great shape. I just really think Coach Raby does a nice job of getting our kids in shape. They're already in great condition. They don't tire, and I don't see the same kind of fitness cardiovascular with Menomonie.
Jared in there with a possible shot, but shoots him out. Menomonie looks like he's complaining about his shoulder owie. And we have 47 seconds remaining in the second period. Score of 3-1. Looks like Menomonie's going to take a injury timeout here.
This is where I'd like to see high school wrestling go to like college. If you take an injury timeout in college, when you come back out, the other guy's got a choice. I like that.
We're talking about we have a really good crowd here tonight, and a lot of Wausau West fans, and we have a lot of ex-Wausau West wrestlers here, and even some from way back in the early 1970s, a guy named Thomas Eugene Rieger.
Rieger, yeah, the guy that's going to donate a new weight room and a new wrestling room to Wausau West High School.
We
waiting for
wish.
him to write the check.
We wish. Yeah, write that check, Tom.
Rieger Wrestling Room. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? All right, we're back to action here. The boy from from Menomonie is looking okay. We got Jared up with a 3-1 lead going into the second period. 40 seconds left. So I think it's kind of important for Jared to get a takedown this period.
Yeah, and keep on
Start to break in the well.
pressuring. And I'm not sure what would have hurt that wrestler.
That was nice.
Yeah, he was looking for Menomonie. He was looking for that head steal, but it wasn't there. Jared's too good of a wrestler to get caught in that, and he's in good position and just ducked his head out of that and ends up with a 2-point.
I tell you what, in our section,
Jared's looking for that cradle that he does so well, where he uses that knee to block that head. But you keep your butt coming up, though, Jared. Got to bring those hips up. And the end of the second period. Score of 5-1, Mazinski in the lead. Menomonie chooses down at the beginning of the third period. And once again, match score here, 5-1, Wausau West in the lead. Team score, 20-6, Wausau West in the lead. Menomonie tries to stand up. Looks like he's trying to maybe look for a standing Granby there for Menomonie. Jared stays behind the arms. Coach Fabry yelling out instructions. He's getting a half and spiking that half. Oh, Menomonie fights out of it.
Jared does a nice job of staying in control. He's just kind of a full deal. He keeps everything tight, works the hips well, and switches off from one combination to the other. Although, honestly, I'd had him let him go. Just build his confidence on his feet, because I think Jared is as good as anybody in the state on his feet, and I think you put him there down the stretch here and let him win matches, because he's just tough on his feet.
Jared's got to arch his hips and pull his head out of there. Don't let Menomonie grab that head. Got to arch, Jared. Arch. Score 5-1, 1 minute left. Wausau West on top, Menomonie on the bottom.
It really is kind of high.
Jared's a little high. He had to get out of there. Left his head hanging down there too much on that. Yeah. Menomonie gets a 1-point escape. It's now 5-2. 3-point difference. Jared in on his shot, but he's shooting too far out on that move.
You know, but what I like, he's going after it. He's going after it. He's not satisfied, and that's the difference.
30 seconds left.
Good position all the time and constantly looking for another takedown.
Coach Grant Peisig yelling out what his wrestler should be doing here from the feet, but Menomonie isn't following through on the coach's advice. 10 seconds remaining. Once again, Mazinski with a 3-point lead. Menomonie shoots in. Jared
hips away.
Is countering it, and no points there. And Mazinski from Wausau West wins by a score of 5-2. That puts the team score at 23-6. Wausau West in the lead. Now we're going to be moving to 170 pounds, and we'll have Cody Grunwald from Wausau West with a record of, I think, 38-9.
Mark Bryant from Menomonie, a junior, 24-12.
24-12.
And
the Menomonie boy took fourth place at their regional, and Cody Grunwald placed second. Cody's a pinner, though. He likes to put kids on his back, and he was looking for that right away off of that boy's single leg, but Cody has the ability of doing something funk that's pretty good. It should be two. Should be two there, yep. 2-point takedown for Cody Grunwald. I don't know about you, but might think about releasing him here if we were coaching, but Cody's very good at riding. He likes to do that. sit back half move and take the
Yeah,
kick
he's
to his
pretty
back.
tough here.
But he's looking for a tilt here off the kid.
You know, he really does. He does a good job of selling out on what he does. He gets that tilt in it, and he just looks like he's really in bad position, but he knows where he is. He's feeling good about that. Doesn't get caught out of position. Does a nice job. Here he's got it, too.
He's got that spike, that half, drop his hip. He's got to drop his hip.
He does that different than anybody I've ever seen because
does
he
a great
steps
job
over.
with it. He's got to get back, more chest to chest on it. Menomonie trying to hook the leg there. He's got to drop. There you go. He's got his hip dropped now. There's the pin. Excellent job by Cody Gruenwald. That gives Wausau West 6 more team points and puts the score at 29-6. Okay, now we're at 182. I don't know if Menomonie might be doing a change here. For Wausau West, we have Kyle Zimick, who took 4th place at our regional. And I don't know if he's going again.
It didn't sound like it was
Dylan Harmston is being moved into the lineup. He's a junior with an 11-6 record.
It's kind of an even trade-off. The other kid was 12-7 junior. So they're pretty equal.
So you think they're going to be shifting possibly? Their 82-pounder to 95 and their 95-pounder up to 220?
That might be a good move on their part. I don't know who we got warming up. Looks like
not sure if that
might be a good move. I think
Armstrong, as we said, is a junior with about 11-6 record. But their coach had told me before the meet started that they probably were going to move this wrestler into their lineup. Dylan Armstrong against Kyle Zimick.
Zimick is 15-19. This should be a big win for Kyle. You know, he's wrestled well different times, and then things don't go so good. That was nice. Got takedown there. That was a very nice job.
2 points for Kyle Zimick. We have about 55 seconds left in this first period. Coach Fabry is telling Zimick to release him and take him down. That gives Menomonie 1 point. Must have maybe a contact problem or. And to the side of us, we have representative from the Wausau Daily Herald, Gannett News Service, and the sports director for Channel 7 here for the action.
I think it's nice to see Kyle go after. That's good. Like to see him time up. You know, he's senior. He's worked hard all 4 years, stuck with wrestling. I think I remember when I recruited him as a freshman. I don't think he ever wrestled before. And it's good attitude. Yeah. Good attitude.
I think he started gaining some interest from his sister was a manager for you, and then from there you recruited him in middle school to come out at high school level.
Remember, he looked like the Askren brothers when I recruited him. I thought, hey, this kid's going to be a state champion.
Maybe a little shorter than the Askren.
Curly hair, he's ripped. He's going to be a state champion. This guy's got success written all over him. So he's a great guy, though. He's a fine young man and comes from a really nice family. And I don't know, Nikki's probably down in Madison right now. I see her at JX matches all the time. She's a big sister. She's probably watching this on the web.
And talking about Nikki. The Badgers, Badgers just finished up their last dual tournament or dual matches, and now they go into what tournaments next? When do the Badgers wrestle next?
Actually, they wrestle. We're heading down this weekend to the national duels. They're at Kent State, and they're going to wrestle 2 matches down there. They'll wrestle Northern Iowa. The first round, the Badgers are seeded second, and Northern Iowa's third, and then they're going to get the winner of Oklahoma State and Kent State. And if they win those 2, then they would travel the next weekend to Minnesota and wrestle Minnesota. And then you win there, you go to the national duels the following weekend. So And then the Big Ten is the March 9th and 10th. And
so if you win your first duel, you wrestle the other team that won?
Either way you wrestle. They don't make you travel that far. Everybody guaranteed 2 matches. So Jackson actually is he could end up wrestling the 5th-ranked guy in the nation and the number 1 ranked guy in the nation next Sunday over down in Kent State. That's just the 2 guys that he's going to meet, and that'd be a tough day for him. So,
Here we are.
Pretty well.
Here we are in the second period, and Wausau West is choosing down. Score is 2-1. Kyle Zimick in the lead for Wausau West. Kyle is scrambling from the bottom up on his feet. Got 1 point escape there. He got a little nervous there in the position that he was in. I was thinking you got to be careful. He had a guy that had a great upper body. He might get thrown to his back. But he's on his feet with escape. The score is 3-1. 1 minute and 45 seconds remaining.
Junior against the senior. Nice job, Kyle.
Nice front headlock, taking
awesome.
to his back.
That's sending a message. Kyle Zimick sending a message right there.
Might get the pin here.
Oh, that was close. He's got it. I think he's going to get the pin here for the Warriors. Yeah, look at that.
He gets the pin at 1 minute and 23 seconds remaining in the second period. Great job, Kyle Zimick. I mean, there's anything more ultimate in wrestling in an individual match than pinning your opponent.
Yeah, that was huge for him to do that out there. They tried to do a lineup change, and I think they thought they had a chance of winning that.
And I think that might actually
could benefit us here too.
And that might move us into a position where we can't get beat now. I'm not sure. 35-6.
Pretty
so
close.
We got a 29-point lead.
And were you ever doubting that, Coach Marsh?
No, I'm talking about at this point we may have already won it. I'm not sure.
So
I haven't done the math
if
here
we
yet.
forfeit. What happened?
There we go.
Oh, we lost some power here. I hope.
Are we back on?
Well, it looks like it. I think we're back on. We're on.
Lost some power here for our equipment. Apologize for that. We have a no score here, 0-0. We're at 1 minute and 11 seconds left in the first period. And we have Jake Whalen wrestling for Wausau West, who did not wrestle at the regional tournament for us. He's been wrestling varsity most of the season, but had a little injury, a little owie, and he's back in there tonight. And who's his opponent, Coach? Who are we wrestling?
They moved up to 82-pounder. This is
okay. So they moved up.
Keeley.
TJ Keeley is 182 and moved him up, and he has a 12-7 record.
So that was probably good.
We're losing.
No, I think we're good yet.
Cut out there for a moment.
You're getting old, Marsh. You might have fell asleep. We're good.
We're good. So, once again, we apologize for the power outage, but at least it wasn't all as long as it was at the Super Bowl.
No, that's true. And the halftime entertainment.
13 seconds left here in this first period.
Jake's doing a nice job for Wausau West, and he's probably our best 95-pounder.
Whoop, he's going for that. Oh, I thought he was going to get him there. Nice attempt, no points. Favory's telling Jake to choose down at the beginning of the second period. Once again, score 0-0. And we'll go to start of the second period. Jake is standing up. got to say,
Nice job of sprawling.
Keep sprawling back.
Should be one for sure. Got two-point
reversal.
Nice job, Jake.
Trying to hook the arm there.
He's got it hooked. If he can get out there and run this.
And he's got the other arm, far arm, so he's trying to drive it for a pin. Our Menomonie guy is trying to hook our leg. We're doing a bad job of staying too parallel with the Menomonie wrestler a few times when we're in there. And Jake's still using his chest pressure to try to
he got
the pin.
That was huge.
With 1 minute and 25 seconds left in the second period.
Back to back. That was nice.
Great job by Jake Whalen for Wausau West. And that puts the team score at 41-6.
That kid's going to be a stud in a couple years. He's a good athlete. Gets it done.
Hopefully we can see a lot of improvement up for next year, as he was a sophomore for us.
Yeah.
My power just went out on me there again.
No, we're still good.
Okay.
We're still good. I think you're losing your hearing in your left ear there, Marsh. So when you don't hear so good, it's not like the power went out. It's just your hearing's not so good.
Okay, for Wausau West, we have River Judd, and they are moving their stud wrestler, Eric Peisig, who is 41-0, usually wrestles 195. That is the brother to the head coach, and his dad is once again one of the assistant coaches. So River Judd from Wausau West, who took second last week at our regional, and Eric Peisig, as I said, undefeated, and of course took first at their regional. And
he's tough. He's been around been wrestling varsity since he's been a freshman. Comes from a really good family wrestling background. Also a really good athlete, good football player.
Have you happened to hear where he plans on wrestling in college?
I know he's going to Madison, but I don't know if he's going to wrestle there or not.
Okay.
His brother's down there in med school. His other brother went to school there. And ended up, he's a doctor. Grant is a chiropractor down up in Menomonie. Got it up down at Madison. So.
And Eric looking pretty hard for that turn to get a pin on River Judd here, and
River's got it. He's got to roll through that.
As a senior, heavier boy shouldn't be getting pinned.
Again, right there, he just bailed out of that. He should have came up. That should have been a reversal, because Peisig was not in a good position. River Judd was happy to get off his back. He can't wrestle that way as a senior. I'm sorry, you got to find a way to score some points. You got to step up and
absolutely
make it happen.
And then even in his referee position, he's just kind of sitting there and waiting and playing defensive. He's got to create things for himself by moving on the bottom.
When they do that, I guess I look at coaching the kids to say, okay, you want to move your good guy up, go ahead, bring it on, and you take that challenge. Just step into it instead of like, oh, I don't want to get pinned. That's my only goal now. I don't think you should ever wrestle that way. The truth is, River Judd's better than that.
And we have a score here of 7-1 in favor of Peisig from Menomonie over River Judd. And Menomonie really needs to try to get a pin here in their weight classes to actually bring this back into a close match.
I think this is so Menominee's won 2 matches, and really, you know what? They had made that switch around right there. They wouldn't have won a match yet. Other than Stocky, who came, which I think was that was an upset win there, because I really thought Kosarsky out wrestled them. Maybe got a little, over aggressive and gave up that reversal right at the end. Otherwise, he'd have won that match. And that switcheroo they made it 132, 138. Otherwise, straight up, I think Wausau West would be up like 47 to zip right now.
Now Pace is going to let him go. And once again, with only four matches, counting this one left.
Yeah, I don't see him winning at heavyweight.
The highest they could get is 30. It'd be 41-30 if they pinned their way through the rest of the match.
I really don't see him winning at 285 or 106.
Correct.
Both of ours are regional champs.
And their 285-pounder is also a regional champ, though, who's very good record, 38-3. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that could be a good match. And at 106, we have B. Lohr who is wrestling wrestler who took third in her regional, the sophomore. We would hope that would be the winner of that match. And then the last match of the night at 113 could be a close match as well. We've had some very exciting matches, even though the team score is heavily favored towards Wausau West. Lots of good action tonight. Great crowd.
Menomonie's got a nice dual meet team. They're 20-1 overall. Only lost to Bayport.
And as you said earlier,
they got a full lineup. That's a big deal.
Yep. And as you said, they're very young. They had tonight 2 seniors in their lineup, and
well, in the third period, 12-2, 10-point lead, and I'd like to see River. He stepped it up now. I think he's wrestling a little bit tougher here. Rivers, should be going at this guy. He's got about 25 pounds on him, and he's just got to step up.
Keep his hips in there.
Run him out.
He let that go.
Yes, he did. He should have ran him out of bounds and kept his weight on him. Use your weight to your advantage. Wear him down.
He's just hanging on there on that tie-up, too. You got to be moving on your feet. Attacking. Getting hand control. Trying to get the opponent's head down. Get yourself, create a position for your attack so you can score. Once again, even though with Menomonie's best wrestler here and a very good wrestler, also seems like he's a little bit tired to me.
Yes, it does. I feel like the whole lineup all night long. As far as going the distance, I think West is doing a really nice job of finishing every match. If you lose like Ostrowski did because you're a little bit more aggressive, in the long run, that's going to come back to pay off for you. I'm proud of River Judd here to step up and wrestle and finish this match, because he was kind of getting handled early in the first period, and now he's battling. He's moving his feet. He's, I can wrestle with this guy, and that's what he should have done from the get-go.
And we have 30 seconds left in the third period. Once again, Menomonie in lead, 13-2.
Right back to your base. Don't stay down there flat.
15-2. That gives them a 13 point lead. If they get 2 near fall, it would give them extra team points. River just being called for stalling on the bottom. We have about 5 seconds left. And that's the end of the match with Eric Peisig from Menomonie winning that match. Score of 15-2 over River Judd.
This might be the match of the night coming up here at 285, huh? This might be 2 regional champs going against each other. It's
going to be a good match, just like some of the other. 145 is an exciting match, and we have Ryan Fay for Wausau West, who took first at our regional. And wrestling Jared Baldwin, who took first at their regional. Jared Baldwin from Menomonie has a record of 38-3.
38-3, yeah, that's pretty impressive. And he's only a junior, too.
And Ryan Fay has a record of, 35-9. Wausau West being a senior, and Menomonie's wrestler being a junior. And Menomonie wrestlers a pretty good size 285er, just as Wausau West is too. Got more height, yes, than River Judd. River doing a good job of keeping his head in right position with that underhook. Ryan Fay.
Yep, I think he does a nice job of on his feet. He seems to have kind of grown into that heavyweight mentality where he just doesn't get overextended. He doesn't lose very many takedowns.
Both kind of battling here to get each other in position and kind of sensing each person out. Ryan needs to pummel in there as the Menomonie guy tries to underhook. Needs to pummel in. Going to try to run him out. Ryan trying to work that head position in. Got about 7 seconds left here in this first period. 0-0 score.
I'm not surprised. 0-0 first period.
Looks like Menomonie is trying to get Ryan to push back into that. You can see he's looking for a lateral
drop. Yeah, that's what he's looking at too. Looks like the kind of kid that probably get away with it. He's got some pretty good hips. Kind of long and lanky.
Fay chooses down at the beginning of the second period. That's an escape for Ryan Fay from Wausau West with the lead now of 1-0 into the second period. Once again, if you've joined us late, the team score, Wausau West 41, Menomonie 10.
I think that Menomonie here's Ryan's keys. He's gonna have to get a stalling call. He's gonna have to wear this guy down. What's that?
Not sure. It seems like Menomonie wrestler is getting frustrated about something. I'm not really sure what it was, but the ref really wouldn't have any part of that until he get back in. Yeah, you can see that Menomonie wrestler, who is Jared Baldwin, really wants to get in that over and under position. And
I think he thinks the referee should call him for stalling, but he's not doing anything either.
Nope, they're both just in the same position. Both are leaning in. But,
I'd like to see him try to throw Ryan. I think Ryan knows what he's doing there and drops his hips. End up with a takedown. I don't think this guy's really planning on a lateral drop. I think he's
trying to push him out of bounds or tried to reach up over the head, but Ryan do a nice job staying lower and coming in for a possible body lock. 49 seconds left in the second period. Once again, score 1-0, Wausau West.
Got a double over now. You know, Ryan should do an inside trip right here. Should jack that up and just step inside and put this kid on his back. I'm not sure what the guy from Menomonie is really trying to do, but
I think he's trying to get Fay to push back hard, and so he can still throw him. But you know, Ryan's pushing in, but not so hard that he's going to go flying. And like Ryan's trying to lock up underneath there, but Menomonie is kind of backing out of that. Ryan pushing in. Good job,
he's
Ryan.
Pushing in. I don't think he really is going to throw him. I think he's trying to get a stalling call and try to make it look like he's doing all the work, but I don't think he is. I think he's doing very little.
You see Menomonie is really looking for the underhook each time there.
1-0 going into the third period.
And
the heavyweight match, two regional champs going against each other.
And Menomonie choosing down, so Wausau West on top. Menomonie stands up or reaches back, which isn't always such a smart move. Ryan can get his hips in there and bear hug him, but Ryan let Menomonie get his hips away. Let get his hips away. He had an opportunity there to bear hug him right down to the mat, to his back. And here we are, the score 1-0.
1-1.
1-1, I'm sorry, 1-1. And we have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in this third period.
I don't think Coker's going to call either one for stalling. I think he's going to let him decide. I don't think either one is going to put themselves out there too much. But, you know, we'll see with senior experience or the junior take a chance here. I don't know.
And Ryan's been in a fair amount of overtime matches this year, and you know, he's done a good job in overtime. Right there, the Menomonie boy trying to get that front headlock. Menomonie coach trying to say to get that hip back, sag more in that front headlock, and Ryan trying to get the attack on that move. Once again, both in an over-under position. Both have equal opportunity. We have about 38 seconds left in this period.
Two regional champs. Looks like they'll be going to overtime. This could be the Could be the sectional finals too for who wins the sectional tournament, huh?
Could be.
I mean, it's one of those weight classes where you get two regional champs and both decent records. You know, Ryan wrestled really well at our regionals last weekend to win it.
Yes, did a much better job than he did the week before at the conference tournament.
He was seeded third going into the regionals and then come back and.
Oh, there's Ryan with a nice shot, driving it.
Oh, that was close.
Nice attempt. Try to get those points at the end of the period there. So we are going
overtime.
Into overtime, sudden victory here. Sudden death, so whatever wrestler gets a takedown or scores points in this 1 minute round will win the match. If there is no score, then we go into double overtime. Both kind of being in the same position, except you see Menominee's got a double overhook here on Coach, and Ryan doing a good job of keeping his head in Menominee's chest there. And wait for Menomonie to back up more. Maybe Ryan could run that double like.
No, that's exactly what I thought he should. I think he should try an inside trip.
I don't know if I've ever seen him do an inside trip.
I don't think I have either, but.
You know, I don't see Menomonie doing anything here, though. I'd almost start calling that. Well, try to do a little something there, but it seemed to me that Ryan's been the one attempting and doing most. We have 5 seconds left here in this sudden death round. I should say sudden victory. So we're going to double overtime here.
Nobody dies in wrestling.
So each wrestler will get
just your spirit.
30 seconds. And whoever scores the most points after both wrestlers having a chance will win. So Wausau West on top. Key here is to ride them out. Don't let them get any points.
That was nice. This could be the match right here. You know, that's a good job. Break them down one time. They're already down to 20 seconds, 15. And get them out of bounds. Keep your lock, Ryan. Keep your lock. Run them out. Run them out. Run them out. Don't break your. Oh, jeez! I thought he was going to hold on to that.
9 seconds left, and he got that 1 point. And Menomonie bench over there thought that there was locked hands earlier, and they were hoping for a 1 point locked hands.
Ryan's pretty good at this position, getting up to his feet. I have a lot of confidence in him. That's why I was kind of hoping he'd ride him out. If he rode him out, I think we'd get out.
Just trying to tell him to hang on to the leg.
Oh, that was pretty impressive.
Yep, dropped on the leg, picking him up. Ryan's got to come up and cut his hips away. Got to go. Got to turn.
He's out. Yep, he's out.
That's one. Ties it up. 10 seconds left.
All right,
not over. Whoever has the most points. Menomonie is looking a little bit more tired.
I think that took a lot out of him.
Go for a double like Ryan. Go for your driving double.
Come on, Ryan Faye.
4 seconds. No time.
We go back to our feet. Oh yeah, that's right. That's sudden death here.
Sudden death. So it's Ryan's choice to take top or bottom here.
He shows down. That's the right move. I think that's a great move on his part. He's got out both times in 30 seconds.
They're looking to scores table here.
He knows what he's got to do.
Got to get the clock going here. That's the hold-up. Wausau West, if they score 1 point escape or makes any score, it's over, he wins. If Menomonie rides him out in that 30 seconds and no score, then he wins.
He's awarded a point, and he would win.
Awarded a point. And Menomonie is telling, Menomonie coach is telling their wrestler to drop down to that single. Let him stand, drop down to the single. So
Ryan's got to have hand
Ryan's got to cut away. He's got a crossface there. Crossface it, Ryan. Crossface. Crossface.
Oh, he broke the grip.
There you go. Coming across. That's one. It's over. 18 seconds left. He wins in triple overtime.
Yeah, triple overtime.
3-2. That's having a lot of heart, wanting it a little bit more.
Yep. That was a good match.
And having the opportunity of choice, top or bottom, by scoring first earlier in the regulation match.
Yeah, that's important.
Now we have at 106 B. Lore from Wausau West. who is a senior regional champ, and B has a record of 41-2.
And we got Joey Ford here from Menomonie.
Joey Ford.
Joey is a sophomore, and his record is 27-10.
And he took third at his regional, and B took him down.
I think that
there was no score there.
I thought he gave him 1 and 2, didn't he? No points, huh?
No points. I was looking down at the paper and I kind of missed that. I thought he had 2 and 1, but I took my eyes off the mat for a moment. And B. Lore has just got great quickness, good skills, and we have a timeout here. I think we have a bloody nose situation with the Menomonie wrestler. Once again, the team score here is 44-10. We're at with Wausau West in the lead. We're at 106.
We got one more match. Yes, this is
we have one more match after this.
And Coach Marston, at the end, I'm going to be letting you sign off. I'm going to be handing out the awards here to the team champion, the medals. We got gold medals and silver medals for the runner-up and champion. And it looks like Wausau West will be our state representative. Right now, nobody can't come back and beat them, so I think we are looking pretty tough here.
Will we be covering that ceremony or not?
Yeah, I think you can stay on and we can get our sidekick over here and help you wrap up the tournament here, and I'll do the presentation of the awards.
Okay. Sounds great. Okay, we got the nosebleed fixed here, and we're back on the feet. Once again, no score. Yeah, Menomonie wrestler's got some good quickness and good wrestling ability as well. There's a nice little counter reaction for the Menomonie wrestler. Apparently, another job of scouting. Know if he goes down low, that B. Lore is a wrestler who likes to use his quickness and always get down lower. Using that underhook to stop. There's B with a shot. A little bit too far out for B, and he's got to have his elbows in a little more. Nice little attempt at the arm drag.
B's ranked number 1 in the state. Good for Menomonie, I think, is like top 10 too, though.
Yeah, Coach Fabry telling B. Lore to close the gap, meaning to come in a little bit closer. Menomonie boy just trying to stay down to his knees. I always enjoyed wrestling a wrestler who went down to his knees like that. But, of course, that was way back. Some nice attempts by B. Lore, but some great countering and movement from the Menomonie wrestler, who's doing a good job of keeping proper position. But I would start calling him for stalling now, being on his knees and backing away. He's not pursuing in. Keeps on backing up there. Now he's moving in, but B. Lore is going to got to come in there. Menomonie wrestler seems to have some good hips and some good strength, as well as his quickness.
I know that this young man that won there, Justin Peterson from Eau Claire North, Mike Pernsteiner, former coach of Wausau West, doing a nice job over Eau Claire North. I see he's got 3-4 kids that are coming into the sectionals, and I remember coaching this guy over the summer at a camp. He's pretty tough, so it doesn't surprise me. This guy's probably got 4 or 5 losses from Menomonie and probably from Peterson North. From Eau Claire. So
I think Coach Pernsteiner there at Eau Claire North, as you said, has been doing a good job of developing that program over there, and I think he has more qualifiers for the sectional tournament this year than he has in the past. And unfortunately, he had one wrestler who graduated mid-year and was heavyweight, so wasn't there at tournament time for him. And I think he had another wrestler who was pretty good that had a little injury. So he's doing a good job, and give him a lot of kudos for developing a program. And he was always a great guy to coach with here.
Yeah,
wish him the best of luck.
He was going to get things going, and And I know that there's struggles in turning a program around in a town like that with 2 high schools. But I think Mike's doing a great job with it, and I think it's a matter of time. And he'll have Eau Claire on the map in wrestling. You know, and look at Stocky over here at Menomonie, too. I think Menomonie's an up-and-coming team.
Yeah, they.
This guy's giving B Lower a run. We're still 0-0 halfway through the match. And B ranked number 1 in the state, and this kid's giving him a run.
We have about 45 seconds here left in this second period. And as you said, 0-0. B trying to get that hook, but he's got to pull that elbow back further. He's leaving his elbow forward. He's got to be pulling that back more. Working that forearm. Now finally we're calling Menomonie for stalling on the bottom. B trying to thread the legs a little bit with his arms, looking for a potential tilt. 18 seconds left in this period. Looks like Menomonie trying to get off the mat there to get a fresh start. We have 7 seconds left here. 6 seconds left in the second period.
Still 0-0.
0-0. B Lower needs to keep him down. Oh, we have a bloody nose again, or headgear. I think we got looks like a bloody nose for Menomonie. Coach Fabry is telling B that he needs to break the Menomonie boy down in the 6 seconds and don't let him score and control it. And then third period, I guess we would say he's telling him to get an escape and go after him, try to get that takedown.
Yeah, I think B's fine. I mean, I don't think he's worried about this or anything. But I think the important part here is that we need to appreciate the haircuts of our coaching staff and Bronstetter and Fabry over there. You know, I don't think Bronstetter's had his hair that short since he was about 3 months old. So
yeah, Fabry.
I recognize him.
Fabry promised the team if I believe it was nobody would get pinned against Merrill Duel, that he would let them shave his head. And I'm not sure what the promise was from Bronster. If they won the regional tournament, he would shave his head. He would let them shave his head off. Okay, so here we are back in action. 6 seconds left in the second period. 0-0. B's got to make sure that Russell Menomonie's not getting away, and he's looking for a tilt here. Oh,
wow, that was close.
That was close.
That was close. Up and out B, and we get some points here.
B's choosing down at the beginning of the third
let
period.
Go.
Looks like the Menomonie Russell's a little confused.
I
think he thought he had choice, but he chose in the second period down. B with his escape now leads 1-0. If I was B, I don't know if I would be charging after him. I'd say back circle, and I would try to get that kid to come in a little bit because he could get called for stalling, and then when he's coming in, B could go for the takedown. Or nice job, B Lower. To be smart, to keep wrestling. Started walking back to center, looking, keeping his eye on the Menomonie wrestlers. He thought, okay, we're both walking back, but B knew if he was going to lax up, there was an opening, and he took it. That's experienced wrestler.
Yep. Right now, I let him go and do it again.
3-0 minute and 25 seconds left. B is looking for a tilt here. He's trying to dig that arm. Got that arm hooked up. Looks like another bloody nose situation. So score of 3-0.
Go neutral.
1 minute and 18 seconds left in the third period.
We're in our second last match. I'd like to thank our Wausau West students for putting their time in tonight and putting this on the air on WIAA TV at Wausau West. We got a great class going here with Mr. Brandt and some really nice students that do some special things by getting this on the air, and I think it's just awesome. We got top-notch students behind the camera and at the controls here and keeping us up and running. So thank you guys very much. It's great to have you here tonight.
Did you say that was the broadcasting class?
Yes. And the future of our TV in the world of sports sitting right next to me here. And guy in the camera back there, we're going to see some Pulitzer prizes here because of our outstanding Wausau West students. Really, I've had a lot of positive comments about this getting broadcast out there, and I think next year we're just going to keep growing this thing.
Yes, I know. I talked to a couple of Menomonie parents, and they were going to call some people in Menomonie that couldn't make it to be able to watch it. And of course, you and I both have sons who live in other parts of the state who aren't able to make it tonight, and are probably watching it. And Menomonie got that 1-point escape there, pretty quick escape. Scores 3-1 with about 54 seconds left. B with almost a takedown there, but they got to bring it back to the center of the mat for being out.
Like B's attitude, like him going and going and going to get it.
See, the Menomonie boy keeps on playing outside, not moving, and he just doesn't come in until B moves in. I would circle and once again and force him to come up to his feet or to be moving in. Nice high crotch attempt there at B, but he was a little bit far out and didn't quite get it. B just has that natural ability to be so low. He just gets, without getting down to his knees, he's so low for most wrestlers. Another nice high crotch. Excellent takedown for 2. That was 2 way before they got to that point.
Yeah, was a nice duck. A really nice job on that. He's quick. Technique.
Nice duck to high crotch, double leg finish, and he's broken him down 13 seconds left here as they had 5-1. He's not giving up, though. He's looking for more points yet.
And going very, very hard.
I don't think he's happy with having only a 4-point lead. Trying to get that cradle up, but time runs out. But he got locked up, and B. Laura wins that match with a score of 5-1. Puts the team score at 47-10 with 1 match left. Last match here is at 113 pounds for Wausau West will be Alex Burke, who took second at our regionals against Dylan
Cadlick from Menomonie, and he took third at his regionals, and his record is 21-11, and he's a freshman.
21-11 freshman. Another one of those young students for a Menomonie team. Alex has been wrestling up to 120 for a good portion of the year when Hunter Keel had a sickness and came back down to 113 at the Merrill Duel.
Yep.
Merrill Duel a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, I should say, week and a half, 2 weeks. Alex Burke with a front headlock there, but Menomonie once again trying to control that wrist. 2-1. Got to extend him more is what Alex needs to do. Extend him forward, extend him down. 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the first period. 0-0 score.
Alex has shown some signs of lots of improvement. And he's one of those guys that if he wrestles with confidence, it's a totally different wrestler than if he's not.
Yep.
And looks like he's got some confidence out here tonight thinks he's got a shot at winning this match, and I like the way he's getting after it.
He's charging after the wrestler. Menomonie kept on backing up, and he got warned. Menomonie was warned for stalling.
Good call. Yeah, it was a good call.
Burke needs to sag that leg back. He's reaching over too much. He needs to sag. Get his hips down, sag the leg away. Get that right leg back more. Keep on working that leg back. Keep sagging back. You don't want to come into him. He wants to sag back more. Reaching for the ankle.
He should get 2 here.
Keep circling.
Should get 2. Step over, step over,
That's
step
15
over.
seconds. Should
That's
have
2.
2 now. There's the 2. 11 seconds left in the first period. Nice to get those scores towards the end of the period.
That was big 2 points right there.
2-0, end of the first period.
think Wausau West is sitting pretty good in the bracket down at Team State. I think they'll see Bayport in the semis, and then I think they'll see Coquitlam in the finals. I don't really remember who's coming out of that other sectional that they'll see in the first round, but I really think they're sitting pretty good. They're wrestling well. I think they're on a mission to win the state title again this year.
Burke needs to drop his hip down there. He left his hip up, and the Menomonie boy did a nice job of tossing him over. Close to pinning.
That's too bad.
Need to drop his hip down. You get that left arm between the bodies, not over the head. It's got a minute and 15 to fight out of it. Just keep on working belly down. Turn your arms through. You gotta work your arm through the bodies. He's trying to work that arm through. He's turning. Got it through finally. He needs to spin towards the head now. Burke needs to spin to the head, but seems like he's happy. Just got off his back. That was some big points for Menomonie with 3-point near fall.
Yeah, Burke's
score of 3-2. Second period with 45 seconds remaining. Got to be coming back up. You got to gain your confidence. Menomonie wrestler adjusting his headgear, and Burke isn't coming up. Needs to be coming up.
He's got to score. It's important to score in this round to make this 4-3, 3-3. Anything's better than.
Calling Burke for stalling. I agree with that call. He just wasn't coming up there. He needs to bring his head and shoulders up. Fight the hands, bring head and shoulders up. You're coming up. 16 seconds left. Once again, Wausau West is down by a score of 3-2.
Second period. He's got to get that hand control and then keep coming up. Started. When this guy gets high, I think if he can reach back and grab his hip, pull him over, or his head. He's going to have to go big here pretty quick.
How many matches is that?
Menomonie won 3.
3.
Yep, they won 3 matches. They won at 138, 145, and then at 220. And again, it was all 3 of those weight classes. They moved people around. Otherwise, I think they might have won 1 match so far tonight. Well, so this is a big deal for Alex to get out of here.
Pleisig would have won probably at 195.
No, that's what I mean. That's the only match I think they would have won. The other 2 they won because they moved him.
Well, 45 they did move.
Right, but I really felt like Kostrowski out-wrestled them. And,
yep, I agree.
And we should have won that match too.
Burke's really looking to turn to Menomonie guys. Burke from Wausau West is in the top position. Getting a little bit high here. Stay behind the hips. There he goes. He's back a little bit more on the hips. Keeping that ankle hooked.
Strategy. Took him down once. Let him go. Go for another takedown. I think you can turn him.
Well, he doesn't look like he's been able to come close to turning him there, but my first thought would be to cut and 30. I think Coach Faber's saying 30 seconds and cut him, take him down, but that doesn't give him as much time to take him down. I think I would look at probably cutting him, releasing him. For those fans, we don't mean cut him with a knife, but we mean release him, give him 1 point. That'd give a score of 4-2, then take him down to tie it up and take it into overtime. Whoop, but Burke's getting his tilt. Whoop, he's got to take it back, though. He had it, but he's got to tilt it.
God, is that close. But, that's what tilts are. They're close, but no cigar, and, he was really close both times, and same thing with Ben. You get a tilt. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a heartbreaker. It's like you almost got it, but didn't.
20 seconds remaining.
It's too bad. I really feel like, you get that takedown, just giving up that 3-pointer.
Yeah,
kind of got caught out of position. It's got to hit this hard right now.
8 seconds.
That's too bad.
When he takes that tilt, he's got to get so that he's ending a little more perpendicular, not so parallel, so Menomonie wrestler can't roll through on it. So that gives that match to Menomonie 3-2.
That's up a pretty good duel. Wausau West sectional team champs. Moving on to the state tournament, it's 47-13. And Coach Marsh, I'll let you wrap it up. I'm going to go hand out some awards, and I thank all of our wrestling fans for your great support tonight. Good good turnout here, and then anybody out there listening, follow Wausau West Wrestling. Go Warriors.
Thank you, Coach Hine. I guess I should be saying athletic director now, that he is the athletic director at Wausau West. And as the teams are going across to shake hands, and Coach Hines going over to get the sectional plaque to award to the winning team, and also the medals for both teams for first and second. Once again, sectional finals here at Wausau West, with Wausau West is winning 47-13.